Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Swastika, and in this video we are going to talk about how an introvert is going to survive in all spheres of life, be it your college, be it your job, be it any place else that involves large public gatherings. This video is going to be a guidebook for introverts, and I'm going to explain to you how an introvert is going to survive in the world outside. So we are going to start off by discussing the basic difference between an introvert and an extrovert. So an introvert is someone who has a rich inner world, right? So this basically means that every time you are out with your friends or you are in public gatherings, you probably wouldn't enjoy it that much, because it takes a toll on your inner energy, it takes a toll on your inner world, and that is something that introverts in general don't enjoy. So on the other hand, on the other end of the spectrum, you have an extrovert. So an extrovert is essentially going to be a person who's going to draw energy from people around him. So if you feel completely comfortable with your friends or with your relatives and in a group of people, and you seem to draw energy from them, then it means that you are an extrovert who has a rich external world. Now, there's nothing wrong in being an introvert and there's nothing wrong in being an extrovert, because at the end of the day, you're human beings, right? The only thing is that an introvert is generally sort of looked down upon, at least in the outside world, because it's always assumed that you stay mute, you don't speak a lot, and people are always curious, and because the world outside is ruthlessly extroverted, it becomes almost a dangerous and even a risky place for you to sort of experiment in. So in this video, I am going to tell you tips that you can sort of put in your daily schedule, or that is basically going to help you navigate a world that is extremely extroverted, that is ruthlessly extroverted. So the first thing that I want to say, in case you are an introvert and you've just joined college, or you're in your first job, is that the easiest way for an introvert to navigate the external world is to simply befriend an extrovert. So this basically means that the friend that you have, the one best friend, the one best pal that you have, because introverts also don't like making a lot of friends, because we feel that it takes a toll on our energy, it's extremely taxing, and we don't enjoy talking to people that much. So the best thing you can do for yourself, if you're in college, is to become friends with somebody who's extremely extroverted and outgoing, because he or she is going to speak, is going to talk, is going to do all the necessary social interaction that you essentially don't wish to be a part of. So that is going to be the quickest way for you to navigate any awkward social situations that you do not wish to be a part of. The second thing I want to say is that once you enter college and you're in your first year, college has to be a time of complete self-exploration. You have to explore yourself, you have to explore your interests, and for that you have to sort of step out of your own inner world. You have to stop being in your own shielded world, and you have to step out, and you have to learn to join clubs, you have to learn to join participate in hobbies. I know it can get difficult, and at times it can even get extremely taxing, and I'm pretty sure that you detest public speaking perhaps as much as I do. But if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't sort of explore yourself, it's going to hinder what you want to do in the rest of your life. So that is extremely important for you to actually go out there and at least join a club, or have a hobby in which you can talk to people. And even if you don't want to talk to people, you can just go there by yourself or with your one extroverted friend and participate in activities, because that is going to help you develop your personality. Okay, the next thing I want to say is that if you are doing all of this, right, if you are going out there, becoming a member of some club, be it debating, be it dramatics, be it sports, be it anything, you should also sort of build a downtime into your busy day. So this downtime essentially means that you would want to come back home, or you would want to come back to your hostel room and sort of just chill by yourself. And that chilling by yourself is essentially going to regenerate the energy that social interactions have sort of taken through taken the toll on you throughout the day. So it's very important for you to have your own time, for you to have your own space, and to go with things that are in your own pace, right? So sometimes it's assumed that it's such an extroverted world out there, people love hanging out with each other, and you don't, and that necessarily acts as a disadvantage, and there are not a lot of people who are introverts who succeed in an external world. But that is completely false, because I can name a lot of people, from even Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah. All of these people are basically introverts, and you don't realize it at first, but all of these people, all of these famous personalities who have a very public persona, do actually need downtime. They need their own space and their own pace where they can regenerate. So all of that is extremely necessary. So that is probably going to be the third tip for the parade out there, for the parade of introverts who don't like being out there. Of course, the next thing what I would suggest is going to be that you should have your own YouTube channel, because I think that it really helps you open up, because you're putting yourself out there. I know it's a very scary process. It's something that even gives you chills down your spine at times, because you don't really understand how the world operates, right? But I think having a YouTube channel and just putting your thoughts out there for people to understand, for people to appreciate, also really helps, and it helps you open up, because you sort of start talking to yourself, even if it's just on a video camera. So that is going to be the fourth thing. The next thing is going to be that you have to listen to your body. Okay, you have to listen to your body, and this means that if you don't want to, that you can be very strategic even when you go in large crowds, right? So even if you have to go out in large crowds and you don't really enjoy that process, you can strategically avoid going to a number of locations, going out with a number of people, and you can be very strategic in who you want to hang out with and when you want to hang out with them. So you have to listen to your body, and when your body tells you that I can't do this anymore, that I just want to come back home and relax and have my own space and my own time, then you should definitely give yourself that much. So that is something that is also going to help you cope through the entire situation of having to navigate the world just by yourself. So these were some of the useful tips that I wanted to put out there, because I think if I hadn't known any of these things, if I hadn't, if somebody hadn't held my hand through the entire process, I would probably still be in my own shell and never sort of come out of there. So it's a very nice process to actually open up, to actually put your thoughts out there, and it's pretty amazing. So these were some of the tips I wanted to put out there for all the fellow introverts, and I hope this really helps. In case it does, please don't forget to subscribe. You can always put some positive comments out there if you like this video, if you like the content that I'm putting. So thank you so much for listening and listening to me talk, and thank you for being a part of the journey, for being a part of the process.